Anyone who has served in the military or has a family member who has served knows that even with the best plans and training, things can end up going wrong. In the aftermath of the death of a loved one, reliable information is essential to aid eligible surviving family members in understanding what happened to their loved one. This e-tutorial provides general information about investigations that may be conducted after accidents or incidents that involved the death of a loved one. You'll also learn about information provided to the primary next of kin upon request. Your Casualty Assistance Officer will provide general information about the death investigations conducted and the likely period of time that may be necessary to complete the investigations. Upon request, the service concerned will provide a fully qualified representative to answer any questions about Department of Defense investigation reports. Military service departments and other outside agencies may each investigate when an incident results in the loss of life. Such investigations include medical legal investigations, criminal investigations, safety investigations, aviation safety investigations, command-directed investigations, and line-of-duty investigations. The cause and manner of death is not determined in a vacuum. Multiple departments and agencies often conduct their investigations jointly and simultaneously with each other. The Armed Forces Medical Examiner System or local forensic pathologist will make every attempt to positively identify the remains of a casualty and may conduct an investigation to determine the manner and cause of death. The Armed Forces Medical Examiner is not always the one who conducts autopsies. Sometimes it's the local coroner. In either case, you may obtain an autopsy report. Be aware that not all deaths require an autopsy. For example, instances where strong evidence shows that a chronic condition or natural causes caused the death. Every situation is different, and states and localities have different regulations. Investigating agencies have considerable overlap in jurisdiction and areas of expertise. A casualty in the armed forces often raises the question of who has the authority to investigate. When there is exclusive federal jurisdiction, the installation commander or the Armed Forces Medical Examiner may authorize an autopsy on a military member. Under certain conditions, the installation commander may authorize an autopsy on a civilian, especially where a legitimate connection exists between that civilian and the federal government. When jurisdiction is concurrent, meaning shared by the state and federal governments, the civilian medical examiner may waive jurisdiction to the military when the death of a military member is concerned. Civilian law enforcement always has authority to investigate the death of a civilian when jurisdiction is concurrent. Overseas locations are controlled by special agreements with host nations that, in general, give the U.S. government jurisdiction over military members, their dependents, and U.S. civilian components of the assigned force. When an incident results in the loss of life, each military service department may use its specialized criminal investigative services to investigate what happened. In the Army, this is the Criminal Investigation Command. In the Marine Corps and the Navy, it is the Naval Criminal Investigative Services. In the Air Force, it is the Office of Special Investigations. And in the Coast Guard, it is the Coast Guard Investigative Service. Civilian law enforcement agencies may also conduct criminal investigations. The Federal Bureau of Investigations is the lead federal agency for investigating violent crimes. Safety investigations occur after the fact, and their primary focus is on determining the cause or causes of an accident or series of accidents to prevent further incidents of a similar kind. A wide range of experts may perform this type of investigation, including forensic scientists, forensic engineers, and health and safety advisors. The safety investigation is typically led by an investigating officer and may include investigations by outside agencies. The Army Safety Center, the Navy Safety Center, the Air Force Accident and Safety Board, and the Coast Guard Safety Center investigate aircraft-related incidents. Additionally, the National Transportation Safety Board, an independent agency with authority to investigate air, rail, highway, pipeline, and maritime accidents in U.S. jurisdictions, and the Federal Aviation Administration's Office of Accident Investigation and Prevention may be involved in investigations in general and commercial aviation incidents. Military investigations resulting in discipline or court-martial may also begin with other types of military investigations, such as command-directed investigations. These investigations include Army Regulation 15-6 investigations, Naval Command investigations, or JAGMAN investigations, Marine Corps Command-Directed Investigations, Air Force Command-Directed Investigations, and Coast Guard Command-Directed Investigations. Commanders may initiate an investigation into matters within their command when another investigative channel does not exist or is less suitable. The service conducts a line of duty determination when a service member dies while on active duty. A death is presumed in line of duty unless death or injury occurred while the member was absent without authority or as a result of a member's misconduct. The results of this investigation may impact survivor benefits. The Veterans Administration may also conduct their own independent line of duty determination that may differ from the service and impact VA benefits. While we cannot lessen your loss, the Department of Defense is committed to doing everything possible to help and guide you as you deal with the death of a loved one. Keep in mind, investigations take time. Investigations may take 6 months to a year or more to complete. Investigators will process investigations with great care to ensure the preservation of evidence and ensure there is an accurate and thorough account of what took place. In some cases, a positive determination of the cause and manner of death is not possible, and in others, the amount of information available may be limited. Once you receive investigation reports, you may notice some redacted information. The redaction process is intended to protect the privacy of third parties mentioned in the report and to safeguard information that pertains to national security or that would jeopardize unit operations and the safety of other individuals if made public. You will need the right kind of support following the death of a loved one. The following resources can help. We are here to help. Military OneSource offers information, resources, and non-medical counseling to meet the needs of military family members who have experienced the death of a loved one. Help is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by telephone or internet.